Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Football Manager 2018, and it is week 24 of competition. This time around, I decided not to skip the FA Cup. I decided to go ahead and give it a shot. We are at Yeovil Town, League 2 opposition. It's going to be a big test, and I decided not to change tactics. I want to see how my team in its current state, how my tactics in their current state match up against League 2 opposition. I might as well. We've met our objectives from the board for this season for the FA Cup, so I really have nothing to lose and plenty to gain. In addition to that, there's one other development of note. I've yet again added somebody to the roster, this time on loan. Here's Traore and where he's been reevaluated now that he's been with the team a few weeks. And he comes in still right near the top in players and has played well so far. But here's our new addition. Just joined the team about a day ago. Aaron Conley, 18-year-old striker on loan from Brighton and Hove Albion, and which is a Premier League team for those who don't know. And he's got some pretty decent attributes, including a finishing of 12. He is in under 23s for Ireland. Yes, yeah, Irish. And actually has been called up to play for them this next week. So, pretty big addition for the season. However, he's not that amazing. He's not that phenomenal. Don't get ahead of ourselves, but he will certainly add something to the team. You can see just where he fits in with the guy he goes head-to-head with, Wes Fletcher. And you look, they are almost identical. Aaron Conley possesses a bit more speed than Fletcher does, but Fletcher's just got a little bit more finesse, especially on the mental side. Vision, mental, Aaron is a little better aerial, but neither one of them are very good in that department. But you can see extremely similar players. So Aaron Conley should be a significant upgrade to Amari Morgan-Smith, who sadly has really struggled this season. In fact, last season, from about the midpoint, he really started to struggle last year. 47 appearances, 19 goals in 2 years with the team. But this year, 1 start, 11 appearances off the bench, and 0 goals. 6.52 rating. He has played a number of those games as left wing coming off the bench for 20-30 minutes, but he's got quite a few minutes under his belt this season and has yet to get on the score sheet and has yet to really contribute in any way. So Amari Morgan-Smith, sadly for him, he is kind of on his way to being relegated to the bench and isn't going to see a whole lot of minutes now. But again, squad is getting stronger. The one thing I need to guard against is hurting the squad dynamics. But the leadership support is excellent. Locker room atmosphere is still very good. Match cohesion, though, has slipped a little bit with the introduction of some new guys. Ryan Whitley, my under-23s goalkeeper, wants to go out on loan, which I agreed to. But it's not a big thing. As you can see, there's no major upsets that are going to occur from that. Nick Houghton has just recently moved into the influential players category. And in the social groups, we got newcomer Aaron Conley, who's only been with the team for a day, so of course he's another. But Doofus and Davis are still outsiders, as well as Connor Wood. And it looks like is that Bob? Bradley. There we go. Bradley Wood and Luis Almond are forming a secondary group. So they've developed a bit of a friendship, but our core group is pretty large, so that's nice. All right, so we are gonna start this episode off with our FA Cup match at Yeovil Town. Big test for us. No expectations of a win, but I'm interested in seeing how the team performs. See how well we can hang in this game. Kate and then Conley are both going to be next week out on international duties. So now I have 2 players on the roster, even though one of them's on loan. Actually, both of them are on loan. We are not the favorites today, but you can see we're not far from it. So they're giving us a fair shot. We got 3 wins in our last 5, but still seen as inconsistent. And meanwhile, Yeovil is struggling, having lost 4 of 5. They are 20th in League 2 right now, and we're near the top. We got a shot. We're on the road. Hopefully the team is not intimidated by facing a higher league opposition, but if they aren't, then we got a real shot here. We'll see who the other one is in a second that I want to add. So Conley, and he's coming in with nice match sharpness also. This is my strong lineup from the last game that got us the win on the road at Geisley. And they're looking pretty good, and Traore's up to 90% now. So, and Doofus is all set. So, we've got a team with high condition, high match sharpness, and a strong bench. Josh Simpson on the bench, Aaron Conley on the bench, newcomer. And let's pick out one more guy. So there's fullback, there's a center back, center mid. I got a left wing, a striker. I could use like a right wing in Jason Davis. Okay, our next game we'll see some rotation, but this game I want to have the strongest lineup that I can have, even though technically Aaron Conley might be stronger than Wes Fletcher, but with 17 goals and a 7.42 rating, Wes Fletcher might be a little bit inconsistent, but he is definitely our man for goals so far this season. And Aaron Conley needs a number, and let's go ahead and give him a 30. All right, fun day, big test. What can we pull off? We got a team on high versus a team on low, but the team on low is a division above. Can we overcome the difference in division? And coming on the road. One thing I did notice in pregame setup is because it's just a first round matchup, Yeovil Town's not bringing in a lot of fans, and because we're in a lower division, they're not bringing in a lot of fans. The expected crowd for today, 1,700. The expected visiting section of that, 800. So I've nearly neutralized the home fans in this game. Let's see. They've lost 4 of 5. I expect us to pile on the misery. Let's go out there and tell them that. Yeah. Oh, that didn't work though. But give them that confidence, that pat on the back, and many of them responded strongly to that. And let's get to it. All right, we are in our road blue and black, and Yeovil is in the green, and we've got our winter ball, November, or is this an FA Cup ball? We definitely have a different ball today, really. Traore's got the ball, and ooh, big mistake there. Looks like he changed his mind on where to go with that pass, and pulled it aside accordingly. And here we go, Fletcher to the outside. Doofus, oh, there's the overlap that I was looking for. There's Wood, and Fletcher, and a goal! Inside the 3rd minute, and we are up 1-0. Doofus in to Fletcher. Kate hit that pass out there to Wood that I had been looking for, and then Wood laced it off for Doofus, which didn't make much sense when he had the corner open. But Doofus with a nice crossover to Fletcher. Some weird decisions early on there, but it pays off in the end. One good pass was all it took, and Fletcher makes no mistake about it as he grabs his, 18th goal of the season? Ooh, Traore, another turnover. And some sloppiness for sure here so far. Gotta watch out for that one. We are grabbing 60+% of the possession here in the 17th minute now. Somebody just grabbed a yellow card. Connor Wood. That could be dangerous pretty early in the game. Might have to look to sub him out later on. Houghton with the interception. Ball up to Fletcher. Fletcher's got help on the right side. Should have used it. He should have laid that off and then continued his run. Houghton tries to lay that ball up but can't. Another ball from Houghton up. Lots of mistakes here in the passing. Ooh, great tackle. That looked like a real chance for us. There's a good through ball. There's Conley over to Doofus. Keeper, I think, stopped that one. I don't think that was post. I didn't hear any clang. Great shot there from the outside. But keeper makes a nice save. We are piling on some pressure, though. 3 close chances already and 1 goal to this point. Some definite mistakes. That looked like that should have been a goal. We got called for offside. I'm not sure what's going on a few of these plays. Part of that's that speed I'm playing with, of course. Looks like that one goes off the wall and out for a throw-in. But here we are, grabbing 2/3 of the possession and definitely getting more chances. So can we add a 2nd or 3rd goal in this game? If we can, I definitely would make us favorites to win. Any game, really. With 2 or 3 goals, you should be winning. Traore with a chance from outside, straight to Bell, though. 7 shots already, 4 of them on target. The team is fired up. Wes Fletcher is looking calm. Doofus with that assist. And no one looks to be struggling too much. But I've got 2 yellow cards in the defense already at the half-hour mark. Kate with the steal there. Ball up ahead to Fletcher. Fletcher's got some space, but he comes under pressure, lays it back off for Kate. Up to Houghton, over to Conley. He gets the ball through. There's a nice chance. That one just a little bit too high, and then it sailed in the end. Ooh, looking good, liking it. We got a chance to get out of this first round. All right, looks like we're coming off either a free kick or possibly an offside for that free kick there. Doofus over to Kate. Kate up to Houghton to Traore. Traore had a couple too many dribbles there. Ooh, great through ball. And even better save from Luke Simpson. And Wood does well to retrieve the ball before it goes out of bounds. All right, they've got 1 yellow card as well. It's dangerous, those 2 yellow cards I have. What that could mean in the second half. I will certainly consider subbing at least one of those players out. If we drop to 10 players, that could really change the complexion of this game quickly. But it is 1-0 at the half. And everybody's looking pretty good. Just a little more fatigue from Kate over others, but I'm not planning on taking him out of this game. He's going to be going on international duty and not be playing our next game. So I'd like to have him see this one out. Their efforts were excellent. Yes, good pat on the back. It's probably in order for this one. And there you go. Majority of the players responded very well to that. I'm not going to muddle it by talking to the few individuals who didn't react strongly. And here we go. Second half underway. And we are quickly in possession. Attempted through ball there. Pretty much straight to the defender. He misread that one a little bit. There's quick 6-7 minutes of the second half already completed. Stats looking about the same so far, so no apparent change in tactics from Yeovil Town that are going to mix things up. But that was a nice ball, and there's a chance, and Luke Simpson, nice stop. Not sure that was going to go in. It looked like it might have hit the post. Ooh, another chance, and I'm not in pressure. Ooh. Okay, wow. Poor mistake from the outside there, and I come with a chance. Wes Fletcher nearly puts that one in. Looked like a back pass. Oh, there's a chance and a goal. They hit us on the counterattack, and at the hour mark, they go 1-1. Houghton had the ball. He got picked off. That was clean, and a nice over-the-top finish, definitely exposing my lack of speed in my center back pairing. Makes such a difference to have a center back who has some pace. Believe me, I know. I'm a center back with some pace, and when I'm not on the field, my team gets beat for speed all the time in the defense. And just as my team did there. So now beyond the hour mark, we are level at 1. Unless they hit us on the counterattack again. I give us the favorite, and there's Doofus with the go-ahead goal, 2-1. He is just onside there. That was pretty close. So let's see this one in slow motion. Wood throws into Houghton. Houghton over to Traore. Not a very good ball, but Traore does well to pick out Conley. Conley gets the shot. Keeper does get a hand to it, but he's only able to push it wide. And Doofus is there to pounce on the rebound and takes the easy finish to put us back on top. We were only down for, or only level there for about 7 or 8 minutes. So it did not take us long to get the lead back on that one. And now we are inside the final 20 minutes. It is definitely time to start thinking about some changes. There's Traore and Wood. Wood, nice ball. Doofus can't get there though. And they're trying to hit us on the counter once again. And Simpson comes to the rescue for about the third time today. He's having a solid game despite the one goal that we have given up. And now with 15 minutes, definitely time to start making those changes. I'd like to see what Aaron Conley can do. So I'm going to get him in there for the first time. And Connor Wood, I don't want to sub him off, but I'm afraid of him being sent off, so we're going to bring on Sean Newton as well. Make those 2 changes, and then as soon as that's done, there we go, it'll be time to change the tactics. We're going defensive, and we're going to slow it down, waste time, be disciplined, and there you go. Oh, I made one thing I wanted to do is drop deeper, but not too deep. When you drop too deep, you just invite pressure. All right, there's Newton, who's already got a yellow card. So had that been Wood in that exact situation, ooh, there's the first chance there for Conley. And now I'm dealing with 2 A. Conleys on the pitch, just as well as I often have 2 Simpsons on the pitch, but at least there's a Luke Simpson and a Josh Simpson. It's going to be hard to keep track of those Conleys, especially if they end up rotating occasionally. That looks scary, but nice play there by Newton. This one is, let's see, hard to tell. That was Aaron Conley out in Aiden Conley's space. But that's because he was just looking for some space to get open, and the ball did get to him successfully. We are now into the 91st minute. We are in stoppage time. We've got 2 minutes stoppage time left to play, and we've got a little bit of possession there. There's Rowe out to Aiden Conley. Aiden Conley with the cross in. He really should have been trying to play that ball into the corner himself. Here's Newton wasting time. We got about 40 seconds left for the upset. Here's Aaron Conley, Kate out to Aiden Conley. Rowe with the interception. Newton over to Simpson. Simpson plays the long ball. Doofus is able to get there, and he starts taking it towards the corner. Here we are. Time is up. Bobby Wood, and there it is. We got the upset 2-1 victory on the day. Great job by the team. We edged them 13-10 on shots, but possession 64%. Now, Yeovil Town is at the bottom of League 2, but I can already see that if, for some reason, the team does well enough to get promoted this season, we are not looking like a team that will rubber band and come right down. The expectations for this year would probably be suitable for next year, as in mid-table. This year, I definitely reevaluated kind of where we're at, and I do believe that we are a contender for promotion this season. Okay, not the most amazing response from the team, but happy enough. And we steal the win, beating expectations. Hey, look at that, I got an achievement. We win in the FA Cup first round, 2-1 on the road, brushing aside Yeovil Town, and pick up almost 24K for that. So pretty good boost to the coffers. And speaking of coffers, how are we looking? We had 2 months straight of a positive balance for the first time. And how are we looking? We're 50,000 in the red right now. So not so good, but we've been on the road for both of our games this month. We have not had a home game yet. So that income's pretty low at the moment. We do pick up some gate receipts. I think it's an 80-20 balance in the FA Cup, I think is what it is. Meaning the home team gets 80% of the gate receipts and 20% to the road team. Might be more than that. Might be like 70-30, I don't remember. And then the prize money. So all we got was our road money for that game plus the prize money, and that's the only money we've really brought in so far this month, as we've yet to have any road games. Speaking of, if I can keep up this streak of consecutive months with an actual positive balance, what are our odds this month? We are on the road yet again at Dover. Next, we got Macclesfield at home on the 24th and Bromley on the road on the 27th. So we have literally only a single home game this month. Wow. I don't know quite when the FA Cup second round is going to be, but let's find out, because the second round draw is going to be here in about 48 hours. And we'll see what's coming up next. We're about a half dozen games away from the halfway point of the game, of the season. So we've still got a long ways to go. It's still early on, but 17 games is definitely not nothing. We definitely have the prospect of higher level opposition in the future. That first game on the match day, won by Scunthorpe, actually matched 2 teams that I've played campaigns as in the past, Blythe Spartans many times, and the first time, quite a few years ago, I couldn't tell you what year it was, but the first time that FIFA ever had lower league teams, outside of top flight. I played as Scunthorpe United. Okay, don't necessarily care what happens in those games individually. And defending set pieces. Sounds good to me. Dover is 11th in the table. And a quick look around the world. PSG 10 points up on AS Monaco. Club Brugge is ahead in Belgium. I think that's Belgium. Yes. In the championship, Brentford and Fulham are at the top. And Serie A is Juventus, of course. Roma and Inter Milan are the next two. Man City's on top right now, the Premier League. Arsenal second. Burnley right there in third. Chelsea, West Brom. Man U all the way down here. I know that makes some people happy. The team that people love to hate. In the Netherlands, Eindhoven is on top by 4 points. In the Bundesliga, Bayern, where they pretty much always are, on top, especially since Borussia Dortmund has not played quite as well these last couple seasons. And in La Liga, Atletico Madrid, 5 points up on Barcelona. And Real Madrid, just back on goal differential behind Espanyol. Okay. Alrighty. FA Cup second round draw. Let's see who we're going to get. Almost certainly it's going to be higher opposition, but we're going to play at home at least. We should see a pretty big crowd for a second round match against League 2 opposition Bury. So here we are. We're going to get another test. How is Bury doing? They are 12th in the league. So now we have that real test against mid-level opposition. So that should be exciting. Chance for a pretty good bumper payment. And when is that going to be? December 8th. So that is outside of November. So we're going to literally have a single home game for the entire month of November. We've got no chance of a positive balance for the third consecutive month. For this next game, I'm going to have 2 players away on international duty, so I will not be able to have our best lineup on the pitch. And my under-18s continue to perform well, beating AFC Wimbledon's under-18s 4-3. They are an even 500 in the league, 5 wins, 5 losses, 3 draws. But they've also gotten through a couple rounds in the youth FA Cup as well. One of those was seen on camera, and then a few days later they had another win in that as well, and continue to survive. So after last year, where they literally won like 2 games that whole year, they've done well. All right, scouting meeting 21 is going to take a minute to get through. Antonio Germain, I think we just played, Ebbsfleet. And he was pretty difficult with his pace. That makes sense. Okay, operating League 1 level. Joe Nuttall. That's actually a guy that I know. I've heard of him before anyway. Player I'm very much familiar with. Good pace, strong heading. Decent overall attributes, and certainly would be a strong member of this squad. But they don't want to sell. He's not listed on loan, and he's already on my short list. Lee Molyneux is another one that Geisley, there you go. We just played him. He's at a bit of a lower level, 3 stars. And 29. Guess we can finish scouting him though. National League level. Fraser Franks. One position left on the squad. Really, I might only have one more player this whole season. I don't want to mix things up too much, and my roster's getting pretty bloated at the moment. But the only other position, barring any major injuries that require replacement, that I might want to see an upgrade at, is center back. Parslow's pretty low. Danny Rowe seems to struggle when he's having to support Parslow. So I might try to relegate Parslow to the bench, which would be a definite upgrade over the bench right now, and I would feel comfortable playing him on occasion. But adding a center back who's got a bit more pace would help quite a bit, and still have decent skills otherwise. And he's not that guy, by the way. Okay. He's already out on loan somewhere, looks like. No. We're going to get rid of this one. Definitely going to get rid of that one. Yeah, maybe. Potential to feature, and that is a center back, so yeah, let's get a scouting report. Potential to feature. Potential. You're just a backup, but let's get the scouting report anyway, right? One of the better players in the first team. I don't really need a wing back, but let's see just how good you are. Ethan Jones. Potential. All right. Injury update. Just Sukar out right now. And he's getting close. More than half to 3 months before he's going to be back. And there is definitely some injury risk out there. I do need to do a little more squad rotation right now. I've been stuck with this tough section of road games where I really had to kind of put my best lineup out there. And of course, in the long run, that's what leads to a lot of injuries. Last season, I had tons of injuries and didn't have enough depth. This season, I'm a little better equipped coaching staff-wise, and then I have a lot more depth. So I need to make sure that I'm still using that, which I definitely was at the beginning of the season, but not right now. So it's pretty much all match fatigue except for guys with a couple knocks. So that's one reason why I need that squad rotation a bit. But I'm already going to have a couple guys out on international duty for this next game. So can't rotate too much without drastically lowering the quality on the pitch. I guess I should take a quick look here before. Sean Newton. I'm not even going to talk to you about that. You've played a lot. Now this one's the one that might hurt because Moke, I don't know if he's going to get back on the pitch. No, Owen Bailey, you're not coming up. You have good heading, marking, and tackling. And you are one of the guys that I just signed, but you don't have the pace. And you're lacking in a lot of the support attributes. Yep. Nick Houghton has gone into the influential player category. Heslop has kind of slipped down. Ooh, that's one thing I haven't done for a little while. Recognizing some form. I'll try to do that after this next game. Praise a guy or two. Alright, looks like I have just enough time to squeeze in this next game in this episode. And actually sending Moke out on loan is not a bad idea at all. Let's do that. That is a good advice. And no, I'm not switching Fletcher to a backup. He's not suddenly going to be a backup. And there goes Heslop. I guess the only good thing about that is it's my backup that's hurt, and I don't have to worry about him getting upset about minutes now. But I'd still rather have him out there. Available. Not on the pitch, but available. Okay, so we're looking like pretty heavy favorites for this game coming up. I don't know if we're that strong, but thanks. Morale's certainly high right now. That's going to help things along a bit. And 24 hours from the match. Barrow gets the 1-0 win over Macclesfield on the road. Minor upset. Auto save. Do. Saves so much faster than it used to. Previous versions of the game. Remember 10 years ago, it could take a minute or more to save the game. And if you didn't save it like every week, it would crash. Alright, looks like Kate and Conley both played. Kate at the senior level, Conley at the Ireland under-21s. And here we go, Kate. Their game finished 1-1 against Bulgaria. Alright, yeah, he's for Estonia. And he played 9 minutes, but for a 20-year-old playing in the 5th tier of the English pyramid on the national team, that's not too bad that he got into the game. 2 out of 3 passes found their target. Came on as a late sub. His 9th appearance now, after just one under-21 appearance, so that's pretty good. And here's Aaron Conley. He played all 90 minutes, and Ireland won 1-0 over Wales. He's just 18 years old, playing for the under-21s. 6.8 was his rating. He did not get the goal, but he had a few key passes. About 70% passing, not that great. 3 of 6 on headers. Forwards tend to lose those a lot, especially 18-year-old forwards. 3 shots, none of them on target. Could have played better, but not too bad, I guess. That is his 10th appearance for the under-21s, where he's had 4 goals. And before I'm out of time, I gotta get to the game. Hey, Sakar's the only one showing up on that list. We're at Dover. They are 11th in the league. Now I've won 4 out of 5. They've lost 2 out of 3. But we are on the road. And the road is what it is. It's never going to be made easy on you. Okay, so I'm going to need to switch things up. Josh Simpson is going to be coming in for Kate. And Simpson and Traore are going to swap. There you go. Doofus has done really well. 4 goals, nearly an 8.0 rating. So yeah, he's going to play. Sorry, Mr. Davis. And that's probably what I'm going to go with right there. Felix is kind of hurting now. But his ratings weren't that good, and he was supposed to be a backup this year anyway. He just had a good enough year that I re-signed him. Accordingly, everybody's nice and fit right now, which is good. They've had a week to recover this time. Ross hasn't played for a little while. Let's go ahead and get him in there. Simpson's had the last about 3 games straight. So a few changes on the day. Top stays the same. Simpson's back in, but Kate is on international duty, so Traore is going to move to the left side. And Ross in goal. And let's see, what'd you say? Pick up where they left off. That's probably pretty good advice. Defense certainly liked that advice. Let's go to the midfield and mix messages. I have faith in you as a mixed message. Okay, well, Danny Rowe, I don't know why he responded funny when I told everybody else the same thing, but I just told you and you loved it. Apparently you just needed to hear it yourself. Alright, well, only 5 guys responded strongly. So in that sense, we're decently prepared for the opening minutes of this game. And here we go. We are underway. Parslow to Traore. Back to Parslow, and that's it for the opening highlight. We move on. We're a few minutes in. Looks like the first attacking opportunity came down my left flank of the game. That's a great long ball ahead and does result in a chance, but the angle was just a little bit tight, and he could not get that on target as he hit the side netting. But scary moment for me there, as Dover nearly took the early lead. Wow, nice long ball. We get the header though. Connor through to Fletcher. Fletcher can't slot it home. The rain is falling here in Dover, as we are right on the coast. All right, we are grabbing almost 70% possession here at about the 25-minute mark. Shots are 5-2 at the moment, so we are out there in our usual form of dominance. But again, they hit us on the counterattack, and that was Parslow getting beat. So that's what I need to look to. It's obvious. I keep getting hit on counterattacks, so something's got to be done about that. That's the last position that I need to make an upgrade on this season. I will continue to look into that here, or I will begin to look into that here in the near future and see what I can do about finding a speedy center back who is decent in marking and tackling and at least okay with heading, but contains some pace in them. Houghton, nice ball up to Doofus. There's a chance. Traore from the edge of the box on the volley, just wide. I'm not sure if it was also high. If it was high, it was high only by a few inches. But we head into halftime, 0-0. I'm okay if I don't come out of this game with a win. 11th place team on the road. Yeah, okay. But we are definitely hitting that point where it's looking a bit like last season, where the favorites coming in and day out. Now, Wes Fletcher is struggling right now, 6.3 rating. This would be that perfect time to bring on newcomer Aaron Conley, but Conley is one of those players off on international duty, so he's not going to get his second team appearance today. And let's be passionate, and let's see if we can't fire them up somehow. Let's see. Assertive? Performing well, keep it up and the result will come. I don't know, we're not that strong. We're above 60%, we're getting shots, but we're not actually creating chances. Well, okay. A few guys responded. And you add that there's more to come, and fires up quite a few more. There you go. 7 out of 11. That's a lot better than that first half where things were slightly quiet despite the control. Okay, their long ball is easily controlled by us. Connor Wood on the throw in here. Over to Houghton, out to Simpson, and his ball is intercepted, and it creates another counter-attacking opportunity where I just keep getting beat for speed. Conley, here it is again. Luckily that time Craig Ross comes all the way out and sweeps that one. Simpson back to Rowe. Rowe tries the ball ahead, can't get it, and they're trying to nail us on the counterattack again, this time out to the flank though, and Wood is there. Oh, tough possession play. That one really needed to be clear. I know the instructions are to play your way out of trouble, but there comes a time where you got it clear, and that was one of those times. Another ball over the top finds its target. Boy, they have a lot more speed on top than I have, and that is a real danger to me at the moment. I might be grabbing 60% possession, but they are doing a lot more with the possession they have. They look a lot more likely to score at this point than I am, so at this point I'd almost be happy with a 0-0. First half, I thought I was the more likely to score, but second half, I think Dover is counting their chickens. And they're putting eggs in multiple baskets as they are threatening, and they might yet be able to grab a goal. 20 minutes to go. Bradley Wood picks up yellow card, but that's only his second of the year. Apparently Parslow's playing well with a 7.1 rating, but I don't see it. Now, before I run out of time here, let's see what can I do. Davis has some speed. That might actually be a good thing for me right now. Doofus is struggling a bit out there, so let's get Davis on. There you go. Parslow's a bit tired, but everybody else kind of hanging in there. I would change tactics, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing in this game. To change that up, I'm not the counter-attacking team with all the crazy speed. There's a chance, and Davis comes onto the pitch and grabs the goal, and there it is. I don't know what brought this corner kick on, but Houghton, Rowe lays it off for Davis. Davis takes a touch to control it and moves past Rowe, and then slots it home. Defense doesn't react, and we are ahead with just 5 minutes to play. Now it's time to change up the tactics to my typical let's hold the lead formation. So taking away, working the ball into the box, the overlap, dropping the line a bit deeper but not crazy deep, setting to time wasting and being more disciplined. If you've seen, I've done that again and again. As it's worked, it's been effective for my team. I've still got 2 more substitutions to make. Let's see that tactical change first. There we go. And let's go ahead and make the first one now, and I'll make the second one just before the end. Let me start with getting Houghton out of there and putting on Barclay. Barclay does not get starts for me, but Barclay does provide that additional support. And I wonder, what is your pace, Barclay? See, Barclay's got a little more pace, but he just doesn't have the quality. I need somebody with a little bit of quality and pace. But even now, with 2 guys with more quality beside him, Barclay helps complement them, turning that into a trio. In the meantime, while I'm still here, let's drop Conley and Davis into midfield roles, leaving Fletcher on top by himself, but I don't need another goal. I need to stop them from scoring with just 5 minutes to play. There's that sub, there's that change. As soon as we hit stoppage time, I will use my last sub as well, because again, Dover have been threatening in this half for certain, as they have outplayed me. So our goal definitely came against the run of the grain. 3 minutes to go in stoppage time. 1 sub left. Who do I want to get out there? Do I want to take... Well, at this point it wouldn't hurt if Wood ended up getting a second yellow. Necessarily. I mean, it could hurt, but it's late enough in the game that I'm not going to worry about his yellow card. So Morgan Smith on for Conley, who's tired. Sure. Morgan Smith isn't going to be playing a whole... Oh, but he's not a left mid. Get him on top, running around in place of Fletcher. Sure. Okay, let's do that. Okay, ball up to Fletcher. Fletcher over to Davis. Davis and his speed gets cross in, but Walker's there to intercept. And we have a minute and a half to go. They've got a chance on the edge of the box. We got the deflection, so it goes out for the corner. Cross comes in, and Davis controls and sends ball up to Morgan Smith. Morgan Smith keeps it in just well enough. Here's Davis, take it off with that speed. He gets the cross in, but we can't get to it. Traore can't get to it, but we intercept there. Davis just heads it right back to him, and Rowe intercepts. We've got 20 seconds left. Can we hang on? Traore out to Conley. Conley up top to Morgan Smith. Morgan Smith, nice control there. Traore back up to Morgan Smith. He takes the shot, but sends it about 6 feet up over the bar. And we hang on. So, I really can't say that's a deserved win. A little bit lucky today. Yes, we did have 58% possession, but we were about even in the game on the whole. Probably deserved a draw at best, but I don't think we really had too many chances to score there. So a little bit fortunate to come out with 3 points today, but that does it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.